Hi all, this is Arjun from Mystic Alankar. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make a tropical pop groove, which sounds like this. So let's dive right in and see what we've got here. We have three groups, drums, bass, and synths, as you can see over here. And the tempo is set to 98 beats per minute. Usually for this kind of rhythm, any tempo between 96 and 108 seems to work well. So I chose 98 for this project. Let's see what we have in the drums. We just have a kick and snare for this. You could also have hi-hats if you want, but for simplicity I just kept two layers, kick and a snare. So if you look at the kick, it's a simple 4 on the floor kind of pattern with 4 kicks every bar, and that's what keeps going for the whole 4 bar loop. And if you look at the snare also has 4 hits every bar, but the placement is a little different. If you were to divide each bar into 16 parts, then the snare would hit on the 4th, 7th, 12th, and 15th spot. So this is the first spot, this is second, third, and fourth, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So as you can see, the snare hits on the 4, 7, 12, and 15. And that's the pattern which repeats every bar. So if you look at the drums, kick and snare together, it's like this. This is a very common groove in pop music. And if you were to make this a full length song, you would probably add some more shuffles, maybe some extra snare hits or some variations in the drum pattern. But for this, since it's just a 4 bar loop and I wanted to keep it simple, so I just have the basic groove running like this. Now let's look at the bass. The bass sounds like this. The sound used for the bass is from our Ace Serum pack, Ace Volume 2, and it's the Moog plug bass. So basically when you're playing the drum groove, you just automatically start getting ideas for a bass line, and then you come up with some kind of cool bass line. So that's what happened here. And once you have the drum and bass, then you have the basic foundation for the groove, and then it's time to add the harmony in terms of chords. So over here we can see that we've used, again from Ace Volume 2, we've used the Sheeran pluck, and the chords are 1, 4, 6, 5. So this is the 1, which is D, because we are in the key of D, and then the 4, which is G, and then the 6, which is B minor, and then the 5th, which is A. And as you can see, the chords appear on the alternate grids, not along with the kick, on the off beats. And we have 2 repetitions for each chord. So basically we have 2 chords happening in every bar. This is the same. This is D, and then D, and then G and G, and so on. So if I play the drums, bass, and this chord progression, it sounds like this. So it's already quite bouncy, and once you have this much, then all you need is a final melody on top of all this. So for that, again, we've used this pluck from Ace Volume 2, which is the snappy pluck, and on its own it sounds like this. So many times when you're making a melody like this, you want to have like a question answer kind of thing going on. That usually works well. So you might be able to observe that the first half is like the question and the second half is like kind of like an answer. Sometimes you can think of it that way, or whatever comes naturally ends up being quite good usually. So experiment and see what you can do with it. All the presets used in this project are from Ace Volume 2. If you'd like to get these Serum presets, all you have to do is click on the link in the description. Hope you found the video useful. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more music production tutorials. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.